In Science Today, we're going to be thinking about mass extinction of dinosaurs. So we're going to try and find out the probable cause of dinosaur extinction. So the word extinction means the termination or the end of a kind of organism or a group of kinds. So usually a species. So the end of the species we're thinking about is the end of the dinosaurs, the extinction of dinosaurs. So if we look back at our dinosaur timeline, we will remember that dinosaurs lived during the Mesozoic era. They evolved during the Triassic period and then carried on evolving through the Jurassic and the Cretaceous period. And they went extinct about 66 million years ago before the beginning of the Cenozoic era. So when did the dinosaurs become extinct? Well, scientists realized that dinosaurs were different to other animal remains that they were finding. They weren't like anything else that they were discovering. And they knew that dinosaurs were now extinct, but they didn't know when originally this had happened. So they had to find a method for dating the fossils to make it more accurate to find out when the dinosaurs did become extinct. And through their methods, they found out that it was about 66 million years ago at the end of the Cretaceous period and at the beginning of the Paleogene period, which is in the, if we go back, our Cenozoic era. So how did the dinosaurs become extinct? Once scientists discovered that dinosaurs and more than 50% of other life forms on the planet disappeared in this mass extinction 66 million years ago, they wanted to find out why. Here are some of the theories that are a little bit out there, that are a bit less believable. So the first one is that the dinosaurs had been around for a long time and they were so tired they just became extinct. They couldn't be bothered anymore. Another theory was there was a huge dinosaur wars, resulting in massive numbers of dinosaur deaths. Now, they managed to survive for that long without any wars. Not sure about that one. Another theory, they were destroyed by visiting aliens. Yeah, I'll leave that one with you. And another theory is that evolving mammals ate enough dinosaur eggs that there were no dinosaur eggs left. So there was no reproduction, and that led to dinosaur extinction because all the eggs had been eaten. So scientists have a theory of what they believe actually happened. Okay, so what they believe actually happened is based on the Alvarez theory from the 1970s. So father and son scientists, Lewis and Walter Alvarez, believe that it was the extraterrestrial impact theory. Now, in this, extraterrestrial doesn't mean aliens coming from another planet. It just means out of our world. So they found large quantities of an element called iridium. Now, iridium is not common on Earth, but it is common in meteors. So they found lots of iridium in the rock layers from 66 million years ago, which is why they believe that is how a meteor wiped out the dinosaurs. So because it's common in the asteroids and meteors, that's why they think that a meteor or an asteroid impacted the Earth and caused a series of reactions which eventually resulted in the death of the dinosaurs. So they believe it was a 6-mile wide asteroid that hit the Earth, and they believe that this happened in Chicxulub in Mexico. So you'll see this here on the map. The crater was hard to detect, but the mineral findings, the level of different elements, they were able to get an idea of the area of where the asteroid would have hit and how this would have affected the geography of the Earth, so the geographical consequences of this asteroid hitting the Earth. So what happened after the asteroid impact? Well, the asteroid would have smashed into the Earth at about 38 miles per second, okay, and created a crater 200 kilometers wide. A large amount of debris would have been thrown out of the crater, huge amounts. Some may have bounced back into space, some into orbit around the Earth, but most would have rained back down on Earth and set woods and forests ablaze. So a meteor shower of flaming rock, basically. The impact would have immediately created huge tsunamis and widespread spontaneous fires. Without sunlight, much of the Earth's plant life on land and in the sea would have died because it would have created a big cloud of dust. So an impact winter would have been created when the dust from the impact and the soot from the fires blocked the light of the sun, and it would have lowered the temperatures of the Earth significantly. Now, there are some species, some creatures that they believe survived, and these include crocodiles, frogs, turtles, birds, small mammals, and some snakes and other lizards. Some believe that these species survived because they had the ability to go underground or high in the air at the time the asteroid hit. So it helped keep them safe from the fire, from the heat, from the tsunamis, and from the raining debris. Does everyone agree with the extraterrestrial impact theory? No, because it's a theory. It's just an idea, but there is some scientific evidence to back it up. There are other theories out there, but the extraterrestrial impact theory, the Alvarez theory, is the most commonly believed. So it's quite a recent theory, but there is more and more evidence being found to support this theory. But it's not 100% proved. So we still can't say this is how dinosaurs became extinct. There are some scientists that disagree that types of animals have survived through this, because some of these creatures would have been more susceptible to the environmental changes. So some scientists believe that no life forms survived when dinosaur extinction happened. So what I will, oh, there we go. So other scientists believe extinction may have been from volcanic activity. So various volcanoes erupting, multiple asteroids impacting the Earth, and the environment of the Earth changing relatively quickly through all this activity. So what I want you to think about today is, I want you to decide on the theory you think is most likely. And I want you to illustrate what you think the extinction of dinosaurs would have looked like. I apologise, mine is just a rough sketch to give you an idea. And I want you to maybe write a sentence about which theory you think is most likely and why you think that. So you can draw it, you can colour it in, you could paint it. Use the internet to help you find different pictures, different ideas, and I really look forward to seeing your creativity. If you complete the task, there are a couple of challenges here. Could you find out about meteor or asteroid impacts in Earth's history, different ones? Could you find out about the speed meteors travel? What might an asteroid look like striking the Earth? So there's different things you can find out about, but I would like to see what you think the end of dinosaurs look like, what the extinction of dinosaurs look like. Once you've done your illustration or your piece of artwork, please take a picture and send it to me. I can't wait to see them.